Number 2, realize we all struggle with something. This is the second thing to get rid of a critical, judgmental mindset. We all struggle with something. If you feel judgmental toward toward other Christians when you see them proclaiming Christ but not appearing to live like it, keep in mind that you have been saved by God's grace. And so has that other person. And God expects you to show that same grace towards others that He continues to show you. He also expects you to live as you were expecting other people to live. He expects you to live the way you want other people to live. We all struggle with something, myself included. We all struggle with something. What I struggle with can be the source of someone else's judgment. But other sins might be more apparent, or might be something you discovered through someone else's gossip, other people's sins. Yet is there struggling something you can be judgmental of when you have your own struggles? Their sin is between them and God, just as you would like your sin to be kept between you and God. Rather than frown at someone else's behavior, their addiction, or apparent lack of convictions, realize that you too struggle with something that others might be looking down on as well. Something I always tell the students: when you point a finger at someone else, you have 3 pointed back at you. So I've noticed some of you have it perfected, the open hand pointing, okay? That one over there. Just as I wouldn't want anyone to judge my wife or my son and daughter without knowing anything about their lives, each person I start to judge is someone else's husband, someone else's wife, someone else's son, someone else's daughter. And you might not know what they're going through. You might not know what's happening behind closed doors. Rather than be judgmental, consider someone else's struggle and remember your own. This does not excuse what is clearly bad behavior, but it can help explain it. We are all struggling with something. Don't be quick to judge others. You know the saying, don't throw rocks when you live in a glass house. Don't throw rocks when you live in a glass house, because if rocks are thrown back, you have very exposed and fragile surfaces. Perhaps your critical mindset is based on past experiences. This is me. This is what I deal with now. Perhaps your critical mindset, your judgmental mindset, is based on things that you've dealt with in the past. Having been disappointed and frustrated by people in the past, and you carry that into the future. The story is told of a guest in a seaside hotel restaurant, and he called over the head waiter one morning and said, "I want 2 boiled eggs, one of them so uncooked that it's runny, and the other so overcooked that it's about easy to eat as rubber. Also, I want you to grill bacon that has been left on a plate to get cold, burnt toast that crumbles away as soon as you touch it with a knife, butter straight from the deep freezer so that it's impossible to spread, and a pot of very weak coffee, lukewarm." "This is a complicated order, sir," said the bewildered waiter. It might be difficult." But the guest replied, "Oh, but that's exactly what you gave me yesterday." Again, some of you will get it next Sunday, don't worry. But past experiences cause you to be critical today. The things you've gone through in the past, you bring into the present. I'm talking to myself right here. And that's what causes you to be critical today. It's not fair to the people that you're dealing with today to bring the baggage from yesterday. Having said that, there are things to be learned. Okay? There are things to be learned from past experiences. Your enemies, difficult people, can be teachers in your life. Take the lessons that need to be learned, but don't bring the kavuyo from the past into the present, recognizing that you also have things that you have to deal with. Again, our past experiences can give us a critical, judgmental mindset that we have to be aware of and break free from.